Hey guys, welcome back. Special guest today, PADI course director Stephen J. Aynsley. What does the J stand for?
To James.
Ah, cool.
Very British.
Yeah, very British. Today, cool video. We're going to review the Shearwater TERIC. And not just a review, because if it was a review, then the conclusion would be
A win.
yeah, it's awesome. You know, there's enough videos. It's an awesome computer. Nobody doubts that in every possible way. However, if you're in the market for a TERIC, there's a good chance you already have maybe a Petrol or a PERDIX or something similar. And so I guess the focus of our test was, if you have a PERDIX, is it worth the upgrade to the TERIC? And so we took it out for a sweet tech dive. Cool. Let's discuss maybe first of all the design, because that's where it really is. What do you think?
It's ergonomic. It fits nicely on the wrist. It just looks like a really well put together machine as well.
What it reminds me of is that, you know, the G-Shock, like the big in the 90s.
Yeah.
Everybody had those big
Yeah,
watch. That's the size that it is now. See, but I have a personal theory. I don't buy dive computers that look like watches. If it looks like a watch, I'll wear it as a watch, and I'll take it out to dinner, I'll take it to the bar, and I'll use it more even when that's not the purpose, and I feel like that increases the statistical chance of breaking it or losing it or just wearing it down.
Functionally, I found it exactly the same. The two touch controls similar to a PERDIX.
Yeah.
Just a slightly different feel because you're actually depressing a button as opposed to touching a surface.
That is true, that with the PERDIX that touch surface was always a bit, did I push it, did I not push it? It was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And then sometimes my slates would actually push it and I wouldn't even know I was pushing
From
it.
a tactile perspective, I prefer that.
Yeah,
'Cause
I can see
you know
that.
you've depressed the button.
I was scared that the round edges would mean that we'd have to sacrifice a lot of space, like dead space, but it's really well, everything's well structured on the screen.
Yeah, they make good use of the screen and the placement of things.
Yeah. The only thing, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I felt like it, because it was a fairly new TERIC, few dives only, and it already started to look a bit scratchy to me. Not the glass so much, but the housing.
Yeah, which I guess you could say is maybe a downside because it is advertised as having scratch resistant.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I mean, like, it's just not. Like, anybody who says it's scratch resistant, I'll just show that TERIC, it's not. I mean, it's scratched up and we did not abuse it one bit. Going from a PERDIX to a TERIC, it's actually the exact same algorithm. So you're not buying new functionality as far as the algorithm goes. With the PERDIX, although you have a bigger screen, you actually have to toggle through the menu items. And sometimes you toggle past it and then you need to...
You've got to scroll all the way around to get the new,
Whereas with this one, it kind of shows you, the TERIC shows you I think the previous and the next option, or maybe the next two menu
like
items.
A menu, which you can go up and down using the side buttons, which you don't have the luxury of on a PERDIX.
The compass.
The compass is sweet.
Yeah, to me it's a very minor bonus, you know, to shell out an extra $300 or whatever it is. But so you can actually either use the compass in compass mode, or you can run it as a widget, let's say, on the home screen.
It's a really nice addition.
And the mark, you can set a mark, and then it'll keep the mark on the screen as well. Yeah, so that was pretty neat. The charging is also different. The PERDIX has its replaceable batteries. This one doesn't, but it has the, what do you call that? Like phones have that too, no? Never mind. It charges wirelessly. But I do have one issue with that. I don't know if you noticed it, but when, and maybe that's me or was this unit or what, but when you put the PERDIX in, because it sits in a little home base, but when you put it in, nothing happens. At least on this one, I did it several times, nothing happens. And that always leaves me thinking, is it charging?
Is it?
Is it not? Am I gonna pick this up tomorrow morning and it's just as dead as today? So I don't know if that's supposed to be or what.
I do think it's a nice feature. I think in this mobile world, it makes it far easier to charge it. You could charge it on the go, especially now dive travel is such a big part of the industry, that it's nice to be able to charge it wherever you want instead of worrying about the purchasing of a AA battery, for example. Two of the features of the TERIC are the vibration.
The vibration.
Yeah. Which was not overwhelming, if I'm being honest.
It's cool when you first start it up and it buzzes, it vibrates, you're like, ooh, it vibrates. But then as soon as you start wearing it on your neoprene and definitely on a dry suit,
exactly. I was wearing a 3mm suit when we done the trial dive of that. And I was aware it was happening, but it wasn't overwhelming. It is a feature that you can turn on and off as well. The other feature, which I didn't find out until post-dive, was the different units, the different things that are visible on the home screen. When you're doing your dive, you can actually customize each one a different color, just for recognition purposes during the dive.
Okay, that's very cool too.
So you can toggle between, I think it's green, yellow, red, pink. There's white, maybe pink in there.
I think it fits
coincides with the straps that you can buy.
They're definitely going also a little bit more after like the female tech divers. Do you think? I remember when they first released it, I think it was a female, like the advertisement was a female, and they made very sure to show that it could be pink strap, pink screen, whatever. So maybe that's a little bit of a marketing ploy too. Nothing wrong with that. But I think unless we're missing something, and then you can always let us know, of course, in the comments. I think those are the major changes. So different size reduction really, different menu interface, although to serve the exact same functionality for the biggest part, and then the wireless charging. So those are all, I mean, I liked every single one of them. The question is, if you already have a PERDIX, do you need to throw that out in order to upgrade? And then I don't know. What do you think? Because I think, what is it, 850, the PERDIX?
I think they run around 850. We're seeing them for online.
US. And the TERIC 11, a little bit over 1100. Of course, there's different, you can do it with air integrated and whatnot. But then I think if you don't have a tech computer yet and you're ready to break the bank, yeah, maybe I'd buy a TERIC for sure. But if you already have a PERDIX and it's still, like mine is still in excellent condition, because it's such a good computer too, I don't think I'd spend an extra $300 like right now just to buy one. Okay guys, what do you think? Maybe let us know. Maybe you're a proud PERDIX petrol TERIC owner. Maybe you wanna let us know what you guys think. We'd be happy to hear. Maybe you have some advice for each other as well. Also, always make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and you can even click the bell icon, because then you get notifications when we make cool videos like this. Yeah, that's it for now. Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in 2019. That's
Have a good year.
Cool year.